Hello, YouTubers. How are you today? Well, today I wanted to focus on something regarding what I kind of came and popped in my mind today, actually. And I came to the realization or the understanding, or I don't know how we say it, but to the belief that Jesus, amongst many other things, was a psychic. And so this is my thesis, and I'm trying to prove my thesis in this video. As you can see on the screen here, the meaning of I pulled up a website called CambridgeDictionary.com, and it's talking about the meaning of this of psychic, and it says here it's a noun, a person believed to have abilities involving a knowledge of the future that cannot be explained by modern science. Okay, so that is the meaning of a psychic, someone who can has the ability to see the future or has a knowledge of the future, so to speak. So I'm going to go back to a Bible verse. This is Matthew chapter 26, verses 31 to 35. It's called, or starts out, Jesus predicts Peter's denial. Then Jesus told them, "This very night you will fall away on account of me, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will be scattered. But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you into Galilee." Peter replied, even if all fall away on account of you, I never will." "Truly I tell you," Jesus answered, "this very night, before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times." But Peter declared, even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you." And all the other disciples said the same. Okay, let's see what happens. Then I went into here, Luke chapter 22, verses 54 through 62, titled, Peter Denies Jesus. Then they seized him and led him away, bringing him into the high priest's house, and Peter was following at a distance. And when they had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard and sat down together, Peter sat down among them. Then a servant girl, seeing him as he sat in the light and looking closely at him, said, "This man also was with him." But he denied it, saying, "Woman, I do not know him." And a little later someone else saw him and said, "You also are one of them." But Peter said, "Man, I am not." And after an interval of about an hour still another insisted, saying, "Certainly this man was also with him, for he too is Galilean." But Peter said, "Man, I do not know what you are talking about." And immediately, while he was still speaking, the rooster crowed. And the Lord turned and looked at Peter. And Peter remembered the saying of the Lord, how he said to him, "Before the rooster crows today, you will deny me 3 times." And he went out and wept bitterly. So you may not have thought that Jesus was a prophet or a psychic. Well, he definitely was a prophet, but he had psychic abilities because he foretold back in the other verse in Matthew 26 that you will, before this very night, before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times. And here in Luke 22, verses 54 through 62, you see the events happening. They did disown him or deny him 3 different times. So Jesus had the ability to foresee the future, and which brings up a lot of questions, at least to me. What else did he know ahead of time? Well, we know he knew he was going to die because he was a lamb, and and he had to die for our sins. So he knew that because that was the reason why he came to being. But what else did he know ahead of time? And then those are the things that I kind of ponder. How, you know, what else? What else was it that he knew that was going to happen ahead of time? And did he know? I mean, it's kind of incredible. And how, did he see how far in the future did he see? Was he able to see a day ahead of time, or 2 weeks ahead of time, or a year ahead of time, or like, or his whole life? Who knows? But it's just very curious because now I understand that Jesus was clairvoyant, that he was a psychic, that he could see the future, and it's powerful. So that's one thing I wanted to speak about today. I hope it was interesting to you, and please subscribe. And as always, God bless.